Ever wonder how your computer knows where to send a request? Or how Netflix knows which smart TV to stream to? It all comes down to a tiny, crucial concept: the IP address. In this video, we're not just going to define an IP address. We're going to get a deep, clear understanding of private versus public IPs and the hidden rules that govern the types of IP ranges. Ready to dive into the language of the internet? Let's get started. Think of the internet like the global postal service. For a letter, or in our case, a data packet, to get from point A to point B, it needs an address. That's what an IP address is. IP stands for Internet Protocol. The protocol is the set of rules that defines how data moves across the network. An IP address is a unique numerical label assigned to every device participating in a computer network that uses the Internet Protocol for communication. Most of us are familiar with the format of IPv4. That's 4 sets of numbers, separated by dots, like 192.168.1.5. Let's quickly break down the math of IPv4. The address is a 32-bit number. This is divided into 4 sections, which we call octets, because each section is 8 bits long. An 8-bit number can represent 8 different values, which is 256, from 0 to 255. So, when you see an IPv4 address, you are looking at 4 8-bit numbers separated by dots. This entire 232 system allows for a maximum of about 4.3 billion unique addresses. Sounds like a lot, right? Well, the world ran out. Every person, every server, every IoT device needs an address. This led to the creation of the next generation. That's why we have IPv6, which is a newer, much longer format that ensures we won't run out of addresses for the foreseeable future. Instead of 32 bits, an IPv6 address uses 128 bits, and it's represented by 8 groups of 4 hexadecimal digits, separated by colons. The sheer scale of this is hard to grasp: 128 addresses. To put that in perspective, this is enough to assign a unique address to literally every grain of sand on Earth, and still have plenty left over. This massive address space is the future of the internet. Key takeaway: an IP address is your device's digital street address on a network. The world moved from the 32-bit IPv4 to the vast 128-bit IPv6 to handle the explosion of connected devices. IP addresses are split into 2 major types: private and public. A private IP address is non-routable on the internet. It's used only within your local network, your home, your office, or a school campus. Your phone and laptop each have a private IP so they can talk to each other and, crucially, to your router. Think of it like an apartment number inside a building. Apartment 1A is unique within that building, but there are thousands of other Apartment 1A's in other buildings around the world. A public IP address is the address your entire network uses to communicate with the rest of the world as Google, YouTube, Amazon. It is globally unique and assigned to your network by your Internet Service Provider, or ISP. This is like the street address of your entire building. When you search for funny cat videos, the request leaves your router carrying your public IP. That's the address YouTube uses to send the video data back to you. So how does your router manage to send the right data to the right device inside your home? It uses something called NAT, Network Address Translation. The router basically acts as a post office manager, keeping track of which private IP address requested what information and routing the return data correctly. This is why thousands of devices can share a single public IP address. To manage the world's IP addresses, they are organized into classes, which you'll often see in networking courses or documentation. While the system has evolved using CIDR now, understanding these original classes is the key to understanding IP ranges. The most important takeaway here is which ranges are reserved for private use. The 3 private IP ranges. These are the ranges you will only see inside a local network, never on the public internet. They are often referred to as RFC 1918 addresses. If you look at your home router settings, you'll almost certainly see an IP like 192.168.1.1. That's a Class C private IP. The class A10.x.x.x range is often used by huge corporations or universities because it allows for millions of internal devices. There are two more ranges that are reserved and have special roles. Loopback address 127.0.0.1. This is used by a computer to talk to itself. It's primarily for testing and troubleshooting network software. APPA/linklocal 169.254.x.x. If your computer can't get an IP from the router, it assigns itself one of these. If you see this address, it means you have a network problem. You've done it. You now have a solid understanding of the most fundamental concepts in networking. IP address, your device's unique digital identifier. Private IP, 4 devices to talk within your home network. Public IP, the single address your entire network uses to talk to the rest of the internet. IP ranges, the way these addresses are organized, with special ranges reserved for private use. If this video helped you understand the language of the internet, hit that like button and subscribe for more tech breakdowns. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.